Leave it to an American to pronounce this every way but right. It's not the Towth. It's not the Thoth. It's not the Thoth. It's the Towth. Towth. I had to look it up. It is pronounced Towth. Now, maybe somebody, that studied ancient Egyptian probably knew how to say it, or Greek. I don't know if it's Egyptian, Greek. I don't care. It's a Towth. It's from Kansept. And if there's a knife brand that is the majority of my collection that isn't Spyderco, it's Kansept. Now, I said designer, I said brand. Because Kansepts, they're just good. So, this one is the, say it with me, Towth. And this one, yeah, this is one of their newer models, 2024, 25, somewhere in there. I can't remember when this thing came out now. I think it came out late last year. But, yeah. Oh, it's a good one. Kind of a big one, but not overly big. Not overly built. It looks bigger than it is. At least I think. I think when you look at the pictures and stuff, I think it looks bigger than it actually is. As we'll see together. Let's check it out. So we're looking at overall, tip to tail, 8 inches. We'll call that 8. With a handle of 4 5/8 and a blade. It should be 3 3/8. And it is 3 3/8. We have a weave carbon fiber. Now it looks to be bolstered onlay on anodized titanium that looks to be like a bead blasted, or I would say that's like a bead blasted, a natural titanium finish, whatever the hell it is. Steel hardware and a steel blade. Well, steel pivot. I think I'm getting some pull there, I would say. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's grab a stronger magnet. That's a stronger magnet. Yeah, I'm getting a little suction. There we go. Okay. Enough of that. The hardware on this looks like it's probably T6 and T8. I'm just everywhere today. T6 on the body. Ooh, a little bit of play. Maybe that's T7. What's that, T7? Nope, that's not T7. This one's T7. Yep, T7. We have T7 on the handle construction there. And on the pocket clip, does not feel like a T7. That feels like T6. T6 on the clip, T7 on the body. T7 is not fitting the clip. And not fitting the bolster either. So we're gonna have like 3 different sizes. And then T8 on handle, maybe T10 or T9. What size is that pivot? T10 for the win. T10 pivot. T7 on the body, T6 on the overlay and the pocket clip. This is a bolstered lock. It does have a lock bar insert and appears to be an over travel stop, I'd imagine. No, there is no over travel stop on that. It is not needed because there's a carbon fiber bolster or overlay. As you see, the lock bar insert is down there, and it does not double as an over travel stop. Blade. Okay, much like Kansept, that's probably got the pins. Yeah, you can see it there. It is riding on bearings. Like every Kansept is riding on bearings. It does have the blade stop internal. And this is 20 CV on the blade steel. Beautiful satin finish with a hollow grind going pretty high up. And a little bit of like a Tonto point in there. Place for your finger. Good ergonomics. No jimping on the blade, but there's a place to rest your thumb. So you can't get in there and do your little delicate cuts. Cutting through your Amazon box. That's what we all do. I'll show you on this side. Access to the lock is pretty good. Access to the thumb hole is easy peasy. We can do this. we can do this, Rob. I don't know. I've never really thumb flicked these. It's always a reverse flick. It can be done with the thumb. Maybe not in such a controlled space. It is a cool looking design. This doesn't really function as anything except just aesthetics. So it is titanium. I guess it's just for the fiber, the carbon fiber to lay over. It looks cool. Doesn't do anything at all. It's not a button. It's not a, doesn't move or spin. It's not a fidget toy. Nothing like that. Let's get some of these tools out of the way. Titanium back spacer. Pretty full. And then the lock bar relief. Nicely done. Out of the way of the pocket clip. Pocket clip is a little bulky down there where it's traveling over your pants, but it does work. It does function. It is a milled clip. It does have some curvature, so it's not going to hit it like a wall. Coming out of the pocket though, I didn't really experience any problems with this, but it does look like it has the potential to bind. Get caught in that lock bar relief, and as you're pulling out and bunch. And that is just, could have been thought out a little better. There was a slight milling down there, not a whole lot. Let's bring it in. Beautiful satin blade. Interesting blade design. I have no idea what this is. It's like a reverse Tonto, but it is a Tonto. So it's a clip point Tonto? A clip Tonto? Who knows? It's definitely an enthusiast knife. It's not a hard user. I mean, it could. This would actually function very well as a hard user. Maybe not as hard as some other models, but you could use this. And it does get used lightly by me. I'm not a hard user on knives, especially not bearing knives, bearing folding knives. I'm a hard user on fixed blades. There we go. The top view. And the bottom view, might as well get a thickness on this thing. The handles at the fat is coming in at 0.534, and the blade at the fat of the spine, 0.106. Towards the tip, does get much thinner. Try to get something here, 0.195. Not quite the very end of the tip, but pretty close. Whatever that worked out to be. Now let's get some regular comparisons out of the way here. There's your QSP Penguin. And the 80 20.5, 20.5. Andrew Demko 20.5. The Flytanium Arcade. The CJRB Echo. The Benchmade Bug Out. The Hogue Deca, also in 20 CV. And the Adamus, Mini Adamus, Adamus 2, whatever it is. As you can see, it is a larger, but it's not a supersized knife. Bring it into the Kansepts. This one is the newer model, the Link. My favorite, the Model 6. See if we can catch the sound of this. Oh yeah, just a beautiful sound on the Model 6. It is bigger than the Model 6. This one's the Loki. For larger concepts, the Hinterland. Actually, probably one of my most carried concepts. I love that. Love the Hinterland. It is actually taking the place in my pocket over the Model 6 quite a bit. It's a big one. It's actually a little bit bigger than the Towth. Towth. The Towth. Since we're talking popular concepts and premium concepts, here's the Tuckamore, a very popular model. A lot of people have. Probably one of the ones that I think really put Kansept on the map. I think when that one came out in 2022 or 23. I think it was 22. This was the one that everybody was getting, everybody was putting out there. Like, I think it came out around the time of the Fenrir, maybe a little before, but these were the two that were getting all the hype. They always sold out. The Tuckamore and the Fenrir. Another large and charge model, the Cryo. This one is the elusive Tonto. The Convict. This is, I think, the newest release of the Convict, which is the titanium thumb studs. My favorite warrior. Copper foil, copper carbon fiber. The Fermi, a newer model. Your liner lock titanium. The big boy, the Shikari. Shikari's big. It's so awesome though. I don't know what it is. I love the. it's like a pocket machete. I have two. I don't carry this one as much as the carbon fiber, but it's an awesome model. There we go. The Shikari. And yeah, I can't forget Spyderco because we got so many Spydercos. The Alcyone, the Tenacious, probably the most comparable in size. I don't know, maybe. Or the Emphasis, since I'm looking at it. Good Lord. Boom. Emphasis. Oh, that's pretty comparable size, right? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty comparable. Gale Bradley too. The Sage 5. The Para 3. The PM2. You can tell when I'm recording videos because the PM2 and Para 3s I pull out. We'll be in a few videos and then I'll rotate them. And the Band-Aid on the hand probably gives it away a little bit. How about a Mannix 2? That's a good size comparison right there. Bring it up on top. There's a Mannix 2. And might as well bring out a Shaman. Yeah, let's do a Shaman. Definitely larger carries. Larger EDC carries. The Shaman. And the Towth. Yeah, not too far off there. Pretty comparable in size. No knives are harmed in the making of this video, I promise. The Kansept Thoth. We got one last comparison here to the good old Ida. Let's see how she measures up. Blade to blade. Edge to edge. Settle down. And handle to handle. There we go. Still maintaining its champion #1 position and handle length, and pretty much losing everything else because it's a freaking axe. It's an axe. Get an axe. Carry an axe. Okay? Real men carry axes. If you made it this far and you like what you saw, you know what to do.
I made you a logo.
I love it, buddy. But you gotta sign it.
MR Knives, Jack.